Good morning, magandang umaga, mayad nga agahon. Let's see here. All right. All right. Hey, what's up, HD? Hey, I didn't schedule any more live stream. What I'll do is I'll just keep doing it this way. I'm just gonna come online. You guys pretty much know when I come online anyway. 9 a.m. Friday morning here in the Philippines. Thursday evening in the US. I'll just make sure I'm online at 9 a.m. This time here in the Philippines. Hey, Olson. Hey, Olson and I, we were just talking. I finally got to talk to him live chat with his wife, Aliyah, and their son actually was there too. Glad I finally got to talk to you, my brother. And you can talk to me anytime, Olsen. You know, I know it's a big decision moving here to the Philippines. That is not something I don't take lightly when people seek my advice. You know, I try to give the good and the bad, you know, because that's a major decision, especially you're moving to the Philippines with your son, you know, school age son, your son's 9. So I know how big a thing that is. And for your wife also, you know, that's a big change from your life in the United States. But I do think, I honestly feel like you guys will have a great life here in the Philippines. And we'll talk more, you know, like I said, anytime you guys need to chat with me, just fire me a message and we'll make it happen. All right, Michael C., my good friend in Trece Martires. Hey, bro, what's up? Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Keep up. All right, hey, man. Hope you are enjoying that Toyota Wigo, man. I know that Toyota Wigo, man. That's like a fun ride. Like ours, man. I can't even believe come this year, we've had that Wigo for 7 years. And no mechanical issues, no problems with our Toyota Wigo. I love the hatchback. We take it all over. We just went with our friends, Ray and Catherine. We took them to Boracay. We've taken them to Nabai River. You know, I drove the car, rough road, tight turns in the Bio River, but hey, you made it, man. It's like a great car. I know you'll enjoy your Toyota Wigo. Z Skeet. Hi. Hey, what's up? What's up, Z? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's Friday here. Actually, when we came back from Boracay, I had a little bit of sore throat. And then the next day, I just rested all day. A lot of fluids. I'm drinking like a Pocari Sweat is what I drink when I get sick. It's kind of like the Gatorade from Japan, the Japanese version of Gatorade. And I've been drinking a lot of that, hydrating, fruits, a lot of fruits. I had mango shakes when we went to lunch with Ruben yesterday. But I'm feeling better. It hasn't like gotten to my chest. I didn't get a cough or anything, just a sore throat. And I'm gone. The sore throat is gone. So I probably just overdid it in Boracay because you know, I was making videos in Boracay, talking a lot, staying up late, and I'm not used to staying up late. You know, I'm always in bed by 8 p.m. And when we're in Boracay, I end up staying later because, you know, you're in Boracay. It's the only time really that I stay up late is when we're in Boracay. Like we got to see the fire dancers in Boracay. We were walking on Front Beach at night. Just special for me when I'm in Boracay Island. I'll make an exception when I'm in Boracay. So that's probably why I got the sore throat. Probably just didn't get enough rest when I was in Boracay. Jumpy, hey Jumpy, all right, love the video. So, hey man, it's like I always tell, I always tell people, Boracay is my happy place. Every time I'm in Boracay, it's just it feels different for me. I'm like transported to another world when I'm in Boracay. It's just a lot of fun for me when I'm in Boracay Island. Before I started this morning too, I just wanted to say my friend Raymond in the U.S. He's been a long time subscriber of ours. Me and him, he's always made comments on our videos. Me and him have become good friends. I've never met him in person. He informed me that yesterday he was diagnosed with cancer. Unfortunately, he's got leukemia. And I just want to, send my prayers to Raymond. I know Dazel and Leanna, they'll be praying for Raymond too. And I told Raymond if he needs anything from me, I gave him my WhatsApp number. Anything at all, he can call me anytime. Raymond, if you're watching, it's like I know what you're going through, brother. That initial news of cancer is just a shock, and I know you're trying to like go through the emotions, and it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I still remember 2 years ago when I got the news that I had cancer. So anything I can do for you, brother, but just know that I'll be praying for you, and I'll be here for any support that you need from me. All right, Jackie Chan. Can you give a shout out from Dixon? All right. I can't tell that flag. I'm not sure. It looks like the flag of Israel, but it's so tiny on my phone. And unfortunately, I had to do this live stream on my phone because still an issue with our internet here at home. I'm not able to do the live stream on our laptop. And I tried to do the live stream at GQ Plaza Hotel, the roof deck last week, and it didn't work too. So I don't know what it is, but I'll just try to do the live streams on my phone. I'll keep checking though. Maybe I can find a solution. I can find a solution with our internet. Have you ever been out on the sailboats at sunset? Yes, Jumpy. I've been out on those sailboats many times. I love it, man. Those Parao sailboat. I always tell people that come to Boracay Island. I think if there's one activity that you do in Boracay Island, I think it's the Parao sailboat at sunset. That's a must because I think there's only one other area in the entire Philippines that offer that to tourists. But Boracay is known for the Parao sailboat at sunset. So it's the best thing. It's like so peaceful and quiet. And when you get a good breeze or a windy day in Boracay, man, those things are fast. I have gone on those Parao sailboats where the one side kind of lifts up and you're only like on this netting. You're sitting on this netting made of nylon. So you're like water splashing on you. You got your life vest, so just in case you fall off, you're not gonna drown. The boat captain will come back and get you. But it's just awesome. Just the feeling of no engine, and actually they even outrace the motor boats there with the engine. You'll see this Parao sailboat just outrace those, and it's just awesome. I mean, like a must, I think. And then the sunset. I mean, the boat captains will take you like you're going through the sunset. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Your feet are dangling in the water, while you're on that Parao sailboat. I know my good friend, one year, Smooth Lee from Las Vegas, we took him on the Parao sailboat, and he said one of the experiences he'll always remember. Jimbo L. Oh, thank you for praying for my friend Raymond. Thank you so much. Uh, it's that's a rough news to get, you know, like when you get the cancer diagnosis, and I've been there, so I know what he's going through. It's like a lot of questions, a lot of emotions that you know that goes with that. What's up? All right, Gabe. He goes, yo, what's up? Oh, thank you, HD. I couldn't tell because it's so tiny on my phone, man. I thought maybe it looked like the flag is for Argentina. All right, man. That's a long way, Argentina, for somebody to be watching the live stream. Aliyah, AD, Aliyah. All right. Hi again, Aliyah. David Davenport Jr. What's up, man? All right. Thank you for joining the live stream. Let me see here. I'd made some topics. That way I can discuss things like if you know nobody has a question. All right, Ivan from Canada, Antonio Trique. Thank you for doing the lives. Yeah, and I'll keep doing the lives. The lives I'll just keep doing in same time that because I know people know what time the live streams are, so I'll just keep doing it at the same time. That way it doesn't throw people off. So Friday morning, 9 a.m. here in the Philippines, I'll just every week, and I've been doing it for months now. You know, every Friday. I don't think I've missed. I think I've missed one because when we were in Boracay and I couldn't get a signal when we were in Boracay. David Dapper, how is the Philippines so far? All right, well, that was one of the things I was gonna discuss. Like this time of the year, March is the beginning of summertime here in the Philippines. And actually, this past week, March the 3rd, it was a Monday here, they actually had to suspend classes in different parts of the Philippines, school. Liana wasn't lucky enough. It wasn't hot enough in our area. But the heat index in some areas of the Philippines, the heat index is they monitor that. The Department of Education here monitors that because the public schools here in the Philippines, they don't have air condition in the public school, and a lot of times it's that corrugated metal roof. It gets hot in the classrooms here during the summer. It just happened before when I went to school here in the Philippines when I was younger. March usually was the start of vacation for us anyway because it was summer, you know, summer already. But because of the pandemic, the schedule got kind of messed up, and they're trying to revert that back to that. But this year, the end of school year is not till March 31st. Oh, so not very far. March 31st. You know, only about 3 more weeks of school here, but because it's March, it's just hot. Like on this past Monday in some areas of the Philippines, the heat index, it showed, I had saved it on my phone. The heat index was like 46 degrees Celsius. That's like 114 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you can imagine being in a small classroom with like 30 to 40 kids, with no AC, just fans, you know, blowing, it gets hot in the classroom. So what they try to do here in the Philippines, and I know I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing it with Liana too, because you know it's gonna start getting warm here in our province too. Is they'll move into the module or homeschooling. They'll just give the parents like things for the kids, homework, more homework to do at home, and just finish out the year. That's probably what the plan that's going to happen with them. Because it happened last year. Leanna last year was going to school all the way in April. And every single day they would cancel school and send them home. So that's just part of it. But I think this will be the last year because the vacation this year is going to be April and May. June will be the start of school. So next year, come March next year, it'll be summer vacation for the kids. So they're going to go back to the traditional schedule of school here in the Philippines. I wouldn't say that classes being canceled is lucky. It's missing out learning. However, it's good to cancel when it does. Yes, yes. You're correct, correct. I wouldn't say it's lucky because they still give you homework. And actually, what I've noticed, HD, when they cancel the school, they give him a ton of homework. It becomes a lot of work for me because I have to sit down with Leanna, do the homework with her, and I become the teacher. So it's actually more time consuming for the parents, because you got to turn in all those modules at a certain time. What are the ways you guys stay cool in extremely hot weather? All right, extremely hot weather. Here at our house, we have a two-bedroom upstairs, one bath here downstairs. We have a ceiling fan here. All our windows we can open. We got screen on all our windows so no flies will come in or no mosquitoes will come in. During the day, not too bad here. There's days right now we're okay. It will get hotter here in the Philippines, no doubt. On the really, really hot days, we'll probably go to the beach. The beach is a 10-minute bumblebee ride. Our tricycle is only a 10-minute ride to Navitas Beach. We end up spending more time in Boracay this time of year anyway because we have all people that want to meet us. Like this coming Tuesday, I'm supposed to take Ruben. Ruben is going to go to Angeles City again. I'm supposed to take him to Caticlan Airport because he's flying out of Caticlan. So since I'm in Caticlan anyway, I'll probably eat breakfast or lunch because Ruben's flying out real early. So I have to get up like at 5 a.m. to take him to the airport. So I'll probably just eat breakfast again at my favorite, real coffee. If not, eat lunch at D-Mall and then come back, just make a day trip out of it since I'm already at Caticlan. It's only a 15-minute boat ride. So basically, like to stay cool, we just spend more time in Boracay because in Boracay, you can at least the beach it's breezy on the beach. You can hang out underneath the palm trees and it's cooler. You can eat ice flakes like Leanna likes to eat the ice flakes. But when it gets really hot, usually the afternoon HD like after lunch, like 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., that's like the hottest. I ended up turning on the AC upstairs on our bedrooms because like you got no choice because it's just too hot. Aircon, right there. Paul Jake just says aircon. Aircon is a lifesaver. But, you still got to watch out during summertime. Usually here in the Philippines, during summertime, March, April, May, a lot more power outages because the electrical grid or something gets overwhelmed. It gets overwhelmed here because everybody uses the AC. Like right now, every time I do the live stream, I always connect our internet to our Blue Yeti. I always connect it to the Blue Yeti because this time of year it's just like anytime the power can go out. So, that's something to keep in mind. If you come here to the Philippines, you might want to get one of these Blue Yeti power stations. So at least, you won't lose internet. And we got all these rechargeable fans that we connect to the Blue Yeti. So we at least have fans because that's one thing that you can't avoid here in the Philippines. I don't think it's ever going to change. However, they're upgrading the grid, whatever. People say, it's like there's always going to be power outages here. It's just a part of life of living in the Philippines. Usually they have one scheduled power outage here in Aklan province. Like it'll last the whole day, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But unscheduled power outage can happen at any time. I mean, we haven't had unscheduled power outages, I would say, in the last 2 months. Sometimes it goes 2 months, 3 months, no power outages. Then all of a sudden, in a single month, they'll have 4. So it's just one of those things. It's like if you're expecting to come here and not suffer a power outage, more likely you will experience it, even if you just visit the Philippines. But people are getting smart now that with the power stations, the Blue Yeti, more people are getting solar. I mean, you don't have to put solar in your entire house, but like me, I'm even thinking about that. Enough solar to like run like a couple of fans. I don't need to like do spend like a half a million pesos or $9,000 on a full house solar for the entire house. But I can buy a couple of like 100-watt solar things, and it can power a few items in the house. But considering doing that, because I'm noticing the prices are coming down a little bit. Same like Thailand, Phuket, beach better. All right, I've never been to Phuket. It's like from what I've seen, beaches in Thailand, beaches in the Philippines, it's comparable. There's beaches here that are comparable to Thailand. For me, people always like make arguments about Philippines and Thailand. For me, it's like comparing apples to oranges. You just can't compare. It's like some people like the Philippines, some people like Thailand. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. They have rolling brownouts when it does get hot enough. Electrical infra doesn't support that much load. Yeah. It's like I said, HD, come, we're always ready for it. It's like we have these rechargeable fans that we got ready. For me, the only big thing about power outages is at nighttime, because during the day, we can head out somewhere. We can go fishing, we can go to the beach. Sometimes the mall, like Grand Gaisano, they have a generator. So we're only 10-15 minutes away from Calibo. So we'll just hang out on Grand Gaisano. They got AC, so it's not a big deal for me during the day. It's at night. When I like to get to bed by 8 p.m. I sleep from 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's kind of like my sleep. And it gets too hot to sleep, even if you got the windows open. It seemed like summertime, the breeze starts slowing down a little bit. So those rechargeable fans really help me out, with the power outages. Far East Rider, all right, Far East Rider. You guys still pumping iron at the Royal Suites? Actually, we had taken a break, but we're going back again at Royal Suites, Rick, because we had to stop because Ati-Atihan came. That's the area where they have Ati-Atihan, so it was hard to work out. And then February, we just got so busy with so many people wanting to meet us, visited the Calibo, visited Boracay. It was just February for us just flew by, Rick. It's like unbelievable how I can't even picture how the month of I looked at the calendar says March. I was like, where did February go? But now we're getting back to our normal routine, so we're gonna be headed back. And I need to pump some iron, man. I'm ready to like add some more bulk, add some more muscle. Good morning. Hey, brother. Or hey, brother, that's Ruben. Ruben, hey. Need their laptop working again. The laptops work, Ruben. It's the internet. It's like the same thing that happened, Ruben, when we were at the GQ Plaza when I went online using their internet there. It just like did this, kind of like so I was like, well, I didn't want to take a chance. I figure I'll just do my live stream from now on using my phone. Ruben and I, we went to lunch yesterday. Dazel, Ruben and I went to the Residence River in New Washington, Aklan. Ruben loves the fresh oysters at New Washington. You can get a kilo, 2 pounds of oysters, fresh oysters, and Ruben likes it fresh. He doesn't like it cooked. He eats it like coming out of the ocean. And it's 45 pesos or 75 cents for 2 pounds of oysters. And Ruben like finished like a kilo of it. Dazzle also finished a kilo, but Dazzle likes it steamed. She likes her oyster a little bit cooked. And then we have Ruben and I's favorite now is like we like this poke poke. It's called poke poke. It's a Filipino dish. It's with eggplant, tomato, red onion, and egg. And they kind of mush it up. I mean, it's delicious. It's like one of my favorite dish here in the Philippines. And then we had pancit. We had a big pancit, and I still have the leftover for the pancit in the fridge. Probably eat that for lunch today, Ruben. Hello, Kuya Dave's Adventures. All right. Paul Jacobson. Yes, I have the same problem in countryside. We lose power, and certain hours we have water or water is cut. We never have problem with water. Thank goodness. I can't remember. I can't remember. It's been years since that they cut what you know. I don't. We don't experience water cut, but electricity. You know, it's a common occurrence. It's to me. It's just part of life living in the Philippines. A friend of mine actually from Tucson, he vacationed here in the Philippines in Bantayan Island. He made a reservation in a nice resort in Bantayan Island. And he was surprised because the power went out and the resort that where he stayed didn't have electricity or no generator. So I just wanted to mention that because he was like, that was a big thing for him that, you know, he spent money on that resort and that they didn't have. So one thing that you might want to check when you're like coming to the Philippines and you're staying at like Bantayan Island, even in Boracay Island, not all hotels in Boracay Island have generators. So it could ruin your vacation, you know, if you come to the island and they don't have electricity, you know. So keep that in mind when you're making a reservation at your resort or your hotel. Make sure that they have a generator. Most of your bigger hotels like the Henan Hotel, Shangri-La, you can expect them to have generator. But the smaller resorts, you know, a lot of times they won't have any generator. Brownout life. Brownout life. Cam, laptop works, but at the moment, his internet doesn't support the stream. Yep, that's it. That's it. Thanks, HD. Thanks, HD. Philippines and Thailand. Think is very similar. Many Filipinos come to Thailand for work. Yes, I know. I've been to Thailand a few times, and last time I went to Bangkok, I did see many Filipinos selling goods, working in Bangkok. Everybody makes the comparison. There are differences, pros and cons. And language friendly. Yeah. You know, like I said, HD, to me, it's like comparing apples and oranges. You can't really compare it. There's different pros and cons. You know, to me, they're both great. You know, it's like, I would live in Thailand. You know, it's like, but I'm Filipino, I'm more comfortable here. I'm married to Dazel, Filipina, so I'm here. But if, actually, Dazzle and I talked about it at one time, you know, when we didn't have Leanna. We were actually thinking of like living in Thailand just for 6 months just to try it out, you know, just for the experience. But life changes. Now we have Leanna, so we got that responsibility now with Leanna. So our life changed when Leanna came into our life, you know. I even got a comment from on our one of our videos. The guy was saying that, you know, we don't get to travel anymore like we used to before. Well, because, you know, somebody's got to stay home with Leanna. You know, it's like she's in school, so it's not like we can just like before. Dazzle and I, we traveled in Luzon, we traveled in Cebu, we traveled in Bacolod. It was just Dazzle and I, you know. So, but now we have Leanna, so we have to wait. Like Leanna's vacation's gonna be in April, May, so we're gonna be able to travel while she's on vacation. So that's gonna be our chance, Dazzle and I's chance to get outside more or get outside of Panay Island. You know, if we get a start traveling. For sure, we plan on visiting more of Antique province, our neighboring province, because we haven't done hardly any videos on Antique province, and many attractions that in Antique province. You got Mararison Island, you got Colasi, you got Just a lot of places. They have this place, Anilangan, up in the mountains where they have strawberries. So a lot of places that Dazzle and I and Liana, we can travel this summer in Antique province. And we even plan on taking our friends, Ray and Catherine, because they want to see Antique province also. All right. All right. Looks like HD and Paul are having a conversation there. That's all right. That's all right. Glenn, hey, Glenn and Vilma's log camp. Gino, enjoying your live stream. Vilma and I are very envious of your seafood. Not much here in Prescott. Oh, I can imagine, man. At least in Prescott, you got that cooler weather there, man. I remember I've been to Prescott. You're higher elevation there, so man. Here in the Philippines, it is getting warm. Like right now, what time? What time is it? It's 9:30. I gotta open some of the windows here because it's getting warm, man. I had closed the window earlier because I think they're doing some kind of construction. I could hear somebody grinding, like somebody grinding a tiles, installing new tiles. So I didn't want to have that noise on the background. But man, it is like baking outside already. It's like sunny. It's like the sun is strong. It's 9:30. It's like it's gonna be a warm day. It's gonna be a warm day for sure. Mark McCoy, what are you about? All right. I don't know what. I don't know how to answer that. What are you about? Sergeant USA. All right. My good friend Daniel. Hey, Daniel from Jacksonville, Florida. Now you can. Oh yeah, we have that. We have that, Daniel. Actually, we have the USB rechargeable fans. They're like tiny size, and then we have a full fan that's rechargeable, like a desk one. It doesn't last very long. Like on low setting, it'll run for like 6 to 8 hours, but it's enough. Like enough to like give you like a little breeze when you're sleeping. And they're having more and more of that. Rechargeable fans here are becoming common. Hello, my Boracay brother. All right, Boracay. I'll probably be heading back to Boracay here for sure on Tuesday, March 11, when I drop off Ruben. I'll spend the day in Boracay since I'm already there. Dazel will have to stay back because somebody's got to take Leanna to school. And then Vincent, my friend Vincent from Sacramento. I haven't met him, but we've become good friends online. We've done video chats even. I know he's gonna be in Boracay the 12th to the 15th. And his daughter is also gonna be in Boracay, and he wanted me to like meet the family and all that. So probably between the 12th to the 15th, I'll head out. I'll head out to Boracay just again for the day, maybe just for the day. And then my friend Randy is gonna be in Boracay, I think the 14th to the 21st. So this time of the year, there's just a lot of people that go to Boracay Island. It's summertime, and viewers of ours, subscribers of ours that want to meet Dazzle and I. So I make all the effort to make sure I go there and meet them because I know how important that is to people, how they appreciate it when I make the effort to meet them in person. All right. Jay Tyson, how do you watch live streaming sports from the US? All right. The main sports that Dazzle and I, the main sports that we like is NBA. And the good thing is like the NBA here in the Philippines is cheap to get the NBA League Pass. We have that on our TV. The NBA League Pass, I think it's 399 pesos. So that's about less than $7 a month for all the games, all the NBA games. NFL I no longer watch because it comes on at a weird hours here in the Philippines. You'd have to watch it like at 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. So I just don't watch it anymore. I watch the Super Bowl, of course, but playoffs, I'll watch the NFL playoffs. And Dazel and I were big Dodger fans. So the past year, we've been able to like get by with watching streams on YouTube and Facebook for the Dodgers. But I don't know this year if they're gonna be stricter. Right now, it's a spring training. But I wouldn't mind buying the major league pass. I'll find out how much that costs here in the Philippines. It can't be that much because there's not a lot of baseball is not popular in the Philippines. Not many Filipinos are into baseball. Everything here is about basketball. But those are the two sports that we were interested. Like NBA, we watched because Dazzle, she likes the Clippers, and me, I like the Lakers. And then the Dodgers. We're both Dodger fans. You ever find any good shark teeth over there? Shark teeth, they sell them. I know they sell them as like souvenir. Daniel, they'll have a necklace and you get the shark tooth, but I'm not sure if they're real. It's like I guess I can't verify if they're, but I see them all the time. People wear them all the time. I think one time I had one. I had like a shark tooth necklace. But they sell them. If you go to Boracay, there's people selling you that. Hello, Mirwais Zahid. All right, hello, hello. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Ivan, they're my friend in Canada. All right. Do you know if they are expanding Iloilo International Airport? All right. I don't know if they're actually physically expanding Iloilo International Airport, but one thing I can tell you, Ivan, Iloilo City is kind of like becoming the hub of travel in Visayan Island, domestic travel. Because within the past 3-4 months, they have added like domestic flights direct from Iloilo City. You can now fly to Bicol. You can fly to Bohol, to Panglao, Bohol. You can fly to Dumaguete from Iloilo City. And you can even fly to Singapore now on Cebu Pacific, direct from Iloilo City. So Iloilo City is just a booming city. If there's any city I can't think of any other city booming more than Iloilo City, because to me, it's the best city in the Philippines. Beautiful city, well planned. They just opened Sunset Boulevard, connecting Manduria with Oton. Oton's kind of like a district or a suburb of Iloilo City. 5 miles long of like bike path and jogging path with scenic views of water. I mean, it's just, to me, you can't go wrong with Iloilo City. I always recommend it to people. To me, it's like the best city to retire here in the Philippines. Modern, it's modern, but hasn't lost its old world charm. A lot of cathedrals, a lot of parks that still has a lot of like Spanish influence. You got Chinatown. It's like to me, you can't go wrong with Iloilo City. Sergeant USA, one big plus about Asia, you don't have changing times. Daylight savings time. All right, every 6 months. It will change again. This weekend. Oh, I didn't know that. That it's this weekend already. Thank you, Daniel, for saying that, because I didn't know. I didn't know about the change of time. I just watched a video of a guy riding around Mindanao on a scooter. Definitely not for me. Gino, your driving videos inspire me to explore a reasonable pace in safer places. Oh yeah, man. It's like I'm glad that it inspired you like that, Jumpy. Because even anywhere I go here on Bumblebee or our car, our Toyota Wigo, I just take my time. I'm never in a rush. People will always cut me. People will like zoom by me on a motorbike. I just let them. It's like I get to an intersection. I'll wait till everybody clears. I'm not in a race anymore. Because for me, I'm retired. I don't need to get from point A to point B very fast. I just want to get from point A to point B in one piece. That's the key. And then I got Dazel riding with me. I got Leanna. I take that serious. And when we have subscribers, we have friends that I drive. I'm always like super careful. No need to rush. With anything you do here in the Philippines. That's why I can see why the Filipinos rush, because they're still working, they're still on that grind, on that wheel, trying to make money. But most expats that come here, most foreigners that come here, most of the time you're retired. So to me, if you're retired, you got to start slowing down. Start calming down. Stop being so angry. You got to like learn to like live the island living. That attitude that like everything's slow pace, everything on island time, everything's late. I know that's a hard concept for some to accept, but Filipinos are hardly ever on time. Everything here starts late. Any function at Liana School, any activity, if they make an announcement here and it says everybody has to be in place by 7 a.m., you'll be lucky if people start showing up at 7:30. It's just the way it is. That's the island living. That's the island time. It's like you got to start embracing that island time when you move here to the Philippines, because for most of the time when you come here, you're retired. So what is the rush? There's no rush anymore in your life. You just gotta like live life easy, calm. That way you don't get stressed out. Ray, all right, Ray, my brother in Sacramento, California. What's up, my brother? Heading home after getting together with my USAP buddies from Nellis. All right, Nellis, man. I've been to Nellis before. I know Nellis Air Force Base. Red Flag. Red Flag used to be popular during an exercise, and the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds. That used to be their home base. I don't know if Nellis is still the home base for the Thunderbirds. Man, you are making me miss all the good food on your video. All right. Well, it seems like we do more food video, and even on my Facebook, I'm posting more food video because everybody that come visit us, of course, they want to try the food. The first thing they ask me, what's to eat here? What's the best places? And we're even discovering like good food, like here in Calibo. It's like I always take people to New Washington for the seafood because they have the best seafood here in Aklan. The backyard restaurant in Calibo is really popular, good Filipino food. And now the 8 Ball Tavern is like our favorite for hamburgers because they got gigantic a quarter pound Australian beef, pure beef hamburgers, and they have a double. They call it the 8 Ball Tavern. It's like a quarter pounder. So you're getting like a half a pound of beef. A good beef too. It's like a delicious burger. So we're discovering good places to eat too. So that's why I just like sharing it. So people find out that hey, there's good food in the Philippines. Because some people think there's nothing to eat here in the Philippines, but Filipino food, and that Filipino food is not that good. I've heard that from people, but I don't think you'll starve if you come here to the Philippines. There's good food to eat here. Sup, boss? All right. Old Army Place. All right. Hey, Eileen, our friend in Arizona. Dazel, Joel and I are finally home. Miss you guys and all our meals. Oh, I know, Eileen. Eileen and Joel, they're kind of like our food buddies when they're here in Calibo. We enjoy like our trips to different restaurants, different food. Eileen, we took Ruben yesterday to Iyagi, for that frozen yogurt. Ruben loved it. I think he had too large. He ate one and he said it wasn't enough, so he ordered another one. And Dazzle too. He ordered for Dazzle, so Dazzle ended up eating too large frozen yogurt. So I guess we're gonna be regulars now at that frozen yogurt at Iyagi. If you pay close attention, stay alert, stay alive. All right, Daniel. While you walk on the beach, can find anything from shark teeth to gold coin. Oh, I noticed, Daniel, when I was on the beach on my morning walk when this past week, there was a guy with like a metal detector. You don't see many of that here in the Philippines. Now, I haven't seen. That caught my eye. I was like, oh, the guy. So that's pretty smart actually, because I'm sure there's stuff that like that you can find on the beach. People leave stuff on the beach. Rings, bracelets, you name it. But the guy was out there early, like at 6 a.m. doing his metal detecting machine on the beach. Michael Taylor, do you know the bus fare from Calibo to Boracay? Has there been any inflation on public transportation? Not much inflation, Michael. Like I know if you take the van, from Calibo to Caticlan for Boracay, I know the L3 van. It costs 200 pesos, so about $3.50. And that's about an hour and a half ride on the van. So to me, that's still pretty reasonable. The bus, I know Dazzle's sister Nene and the kids, when they come over to our house to watch our house and our dogs, they usually take the Ceres bus. And I think it's about the same fare. It's not expensive. Public transportation in our province is not expensive. And I haven't seen a big jump on it. Just an example, when I was going to college, 2012 to 2016, I used to take that Boracay to Calibo. That van, I think they used to charge 100 to 120 pesos. So now it's 200, but that's like 9 years ago. So to me, 10 years, nearly double. To me, that's not bad. It's like the dollar is strong here in the Philippines. I mean, when I was in college, the dollar was like $1 was like 42 pesos or 43 pesos. Now it's at 57, 58. So the dollar has gotten stronger the last 10 years here. So it's for us anyway, for us that are dollar earners here in the Philippines, it's a huge blessing because our monthly budget, like if you can imagine, before Dazzle and I's monthly budget of $1,000 was only about 42,000 pesos. Now it's like 58,000 pesos. That's an extra 16,000 pesos. That's almost like $250 of extra money for us. So, it is, but again, I know not everybody's a dollar earner here, but most of our viewers, our people that watch our channel are the people that are coming here to the Philippines, moving here because of the low cost of living. Housing, like I've mentioned before, housing is always going to be cheap here in our province of Aklan. It's like I've had two people now, Frank and Lorna, living in our community, and then Ray and Catherine from Las Vegas. They move into our community. They live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and both of them, their rent is like less than 8,000 pesos a month. or about 140 a month for a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. I know that's like insane. Like if you compare that to like living in the U.S. That's why people are still coming here. Hey, 2D Farms. All right, 2D. You're becoming a regular on my live streams. Appreciate you, 2D Farms. Everything in the PH is slow pace, but when it comes to driving, they are in a hurry for sure. I've been studying videos for 2 years now, probably as long as I started watching you, Gino. Say hi. All right, all right. Hey, that is true, man. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos, man. It's like the Filipinos are like polite, kind people, respectful people, but when they get behind of a wheel, man, something triggers that they go, I gotta be there fast. Everything's a race. Even especially like at rush hour, even here in our small town, a lot of people here work in Calibo. We're Numancia. We're kind of like a suburb of Calibo. And if I go to Calibo, let's say between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., that's kind of like the rush hour where people are taking their kids to Calibo for private school. All the private schools are in Calibo. The people working, government workers in Calibo, construction workers, a lot of construction in Calibo right now. So if I'm driving between 7 or 8 and I'm driving on the highway going to Calibo, cars are flying, people are passing me from the left, passing me from the right, but I just go in my own zone, brother. It's like, I just like drive like a old person, staying in my lane, going the same pace. Actually, when I see them doing that, I actually tend to slow down a little bit more because it's like for my safety. But after that rush hour, 7 to 8, then there's nobody on the road again. It's like, it's the craziest thing, but I've learned that, it's like rush hour, 7 to 8, that's the busy time to go to Calibo, and then coming home, 4 to 5 p.m. It's the same way, the other direction. So, you just got to learn those things, But still here in our province, it's not like Manila traffic or Cebu traffic, nothing like that. We don't have like, I'm never going to be stuck in traffic for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. It's never going to happen here. Like I said, rush hour, you'll get the rush of people rushing. But like after that, there's no traffic here in our province of Aklan. All right. Duty, I love the sunset in your recent video. Oh man, you'll fall in love with Boracay sunset because I think that's what they're famous. I mean, and it's different color every time too. Sometimes it's orange. I've seen it like red. I mean, that's what people, like they call it like the golden hour in Boracay, like 5:30 p.m. Everybody, the whole island, every tourist, every hotel, even local residents, everybody's at front beach to watch that sunset. Of course they got happy hour for alcohol. That encourages too. They got draft beer. You can be drinking your draft beer while you're looking at the sunset. But amazing, it's like I never get tired of the sunsets in Boracay. Joel, hey Joel, all right. Our fare on the series was 100 each, but we are senior. All right, all right. Hey, thanks for sharing that, Joel. Joel and Eileen, on their visit here to Katiklan this year, I was able to help them get their senior card and their driver's license. We went to the LTO, so they now have the Philippine senior card, and they have the Philippine driver's license because they're kind of unique situation because Joel and Eileen, they were born in America, but their parents were Filipino, so they never really lost their Philippine citizenship because it's not like they got naturalized in America. So they were able to get their Philippine passport because I don't know how they did it, but they do. You know, when they came back this time, they were holding their Philippine passport and American passport. So I was able to help them get their senior card and then their driver's license. And Joel, when he rode the Cirrus bus from Calibo to Caticlan, the fare for them was 127 pesos on the bus. So about $2.25. But they get the senior discount. Senior discount here is 20%. They get 20% discount. Hey, Horace and Marie. All right. Hey, Horace. Glad you guys made it. Hey, Marie. Dazzle's upstairs. She was awake earlier, but I think she's shy of being on camera. So no worries. I never pressure Dazzle as far as doing the live stream. You know, I mostly am the one answering the questions anyway. Glad you made it. Glad you made it, Horace and Marie. I appreciate you coming online. Daniel, a few years ago, a guy just walking on the beach, Florida, found 6 gold coins. Each one was worth, wow, wow. I wish they had that kind of gold coins here in the Philippines. I'd be looking on the beach too, Daniel. Laying on top of the sand and wow, 300 years old. Like, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. I wish watching your videos I could just leave tomorrow and be there for today's sunset. Oh, I know, man. That's why me, man. You know, it's like when people, especially during summer, you know, on the rainy season, it's a little bit more challenging for me to drive during rainy season going to Boracay. But now that it's summer here in the Philippines, you know, when people tell me it's like, we're in Boracay, we'd like to meet you, I can just hop on my car and I'll be in Boracay in like an hour and a half. And I can do that because I know once I get to Boracay, I can always eat breakfast, drink coffee at Real Coffee. I can eat lunch at D-Mall. There's a few restaurants there that I like eating. And Dazzle, if she comes with me, you know, she likes Coco Mama, that dessert, Coco Mama, the coconut ice cream. So there's always for us to do, even if Leanne is at school, because Leanne is at school from 7 to 4. So if once we drop off Leanne at 7, we can be at Boracay by 8:30, 9 o'clock. So we can spend the whole day in Boracay. Just make sure we leave at 2 p.m. and to pick up Leanna. So there's stuff for us to do there. That's why we're able to meet more people during the summer. It's easier to drive during the summer months. You know, when it's rainy, you gotta like be more careful. There's more accidents on the road when it's during the rainy season. So I try not to drive so much during the rainy season. Hey, yo, John. All right. Hey, yo, John. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good to see you. All right. Hey, man. I like your video that you did on how hot it is in the Philippines. It is hot, brother. Yeah. I think this is your first year experiencing the heat in the Philippines. It's no joke, man. The heat is like, and it's only the beginning of summer. End of March, beginning of April, I'm expecting it to be hotter. So get ready for the heat, brother. That's why I'm always like hydrating. I got coconut water. Yesterday we went to the grocery. I picked up like four liters of coconut water, and I got a Pocari Sweat. I'm always like making sure I'm hydrated, and I carry my umbrella. I have to protect myself from the sun now, so when I'm outside, Dazzle got me this big umbrella, black umbrella that I'm always hiding. When I'm outside, even in Boracay, I'm on Front Beach walking around with my umbrella. Joel Kimpo, we got our Philippine passports after our birth was recorded in the Philippines. It is true, we have always been a citizen, but now we are formally recognized. All right, all right. Thanks for explaining that, Joel. I couldn't quite explain it because I know you mentioned it to me, but I was like, but I knew you were Filipino. You've always been Filipino because, you know, your parents are Filipino, even though you're born in the United States. Is the senior card offered to expat? Unfortunately, Daniel, the senior card is only for Filipino citizens because it's a benefit from the Philippine government. So that's why they don't apply to expats or foreigners in the Philippines. Mayor Bert. All right, Mayor Bert. Hello, Kuya and Dazel. All right, all right. Thanks for coming online there. I know we're connected now on WhatsApp or my messenger. So any questions you got, Bert, just let me know. Let me know any questions you got. My wishes are because after my 20-year marriage, the last 7 years alone have been major and challenges. I can't find happiness anymore here in the US. Oh, sorry to hear that, my friend. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's tough. That's, it's like sometimes you just take, maybe a visit to the Philippines. I know you're interested in the Philippines. Maybe a visit just to get away, change the scenery. It's like I always tell people before they make that giant leap to the Philippines, visit it first. Visit the Philippines for at least 30 days. But I know people that have made that leap of faith, like my friend Frederick in Iloilo City. He's from Miami, and the Philippines was his first country ever. First time away from the United States. He just made the leap. He's like, I've seen enough. He goes like, I'm coming to the Philippines, and he's been here almost a year now, and he's happily living in Iloilo City. So I've seen it work. Then of course you hear stories about people getting into trouble here, not making it work. That's why I think it takes a lot of planning to move to the Philippines. It's not something you can just jump in on the plane. And I'm amazed, there's expats that get in trouble here in the Philippines because they come here, especially if you don't have a income, like a pension. I would not recommend the Philippines because I've seen this one video, a guy that came here, he had savings, but your savings can get depleted here fast if you don't have a income coming in. You can't rely on like making money here in the Philippines because for one thing, if you're a tourist coming here to the Philippines, you're not supposed to work anyway, so you really got to do your research, talk to people, bloggers, expats that are here. You got to get information about the Philippines. Yeah, you can't come here not doing your research and not being prepared. You got to have your medical covered here. There's no Medicare here, so a lot of things, a lot of moving parts. Moving to the Philippines is not easy. That's why I offer my help all the time for free. I never charge. I always offer my help because I know how much of a move it is. I remember making that leap in 2011, 14 years ago now, when I moved here. And back then, I didn't even have YouTube. I didn't have bloggers I can ask, or watch at least. Now, at least you can watch for yourself, but it's always good if you can find a sponsor here to like guide you through the process. A lot of moving parts if you plan on moving here to the Philippines, Not an easy move. But if you make that successful move and successful transition here, I just think the Philippines offers a good life for many. And I've seen it, seen it with so many people. Friends, expat friends of mine here that I talk to all the time. I just see it in their faces. They're just a lot happier here. Thankful that they got to move here. Edgar, Florida had a lot of shipwrecks loaded with treasure. Spanish ships loaded coming. Yeah, I'm a history buff, Edgar. So like that bullion, the gold bullions, and Spanish ships. I'm into history. I like watching the History Channel, history books. History was always my favorite. Dazel told me, history is boring, babe. But me, I like history. Horace is, haha, Marie said she is glad you explained Dazzle's whereabouts because that was her next question. Yeah, it's like, I never pressure Dazzle or Leanna on any of our videos. It's like, because for me, I can do it myself. It's like, I know people want to see them sometimes, but it's not easy for them. I guess I'm the more natural talker. I'm the more natural. It's easy for me. I enjoy doing YouTube. That's only, and they get shy sometimes. And then it doesn't help sometimes. They'll get like a not so good comment on the comments, and that discourages them from participating. But I never pressure them because I have enough. I have enough subscribers. I'm not trying to grab more subscribers. And actually, I was just talking to Dazzle. My WhatsApp, my Messenger, I mean, it's like full, and even my email. It's like it's becoming. I'm still able to manage it, but I don't know how long more I can manage it. Because daily I'm getting more and more people contacting me. But I'll do my best. Because I just want to share the experience here in the Philippines. I want people to find a good life here in the Philippines. Mayor Bert, Kuya, are you and Filipinos and expat concerned about China? China never concerns me. I think I did a video about China like over a year ago. I was at the swimming pool here at Camellia when I did a video. I just never worry about China because a lot of that to me, I don't get political in our channel. There's enough politics already. So I try not to discuss issues, but I'm never worried about China. It's like there's 8 Philippine bases here in the Philippines now, and more American soldiers are here in the Philippines. The United States is investing millions of dollars at the bases that they use here. Because like I'll give you an example, like Basa Air Base in northern Manila. When you land like American aircraft, fighter jets, it's got to be smoother. The runway's got to be smoother. When you got pilots here, the dormitory's got to be improved. So they're improving all that here in the Philippines. So if you can imagine, there's 8 bases here in the Philippines now that the Americans use. Subic Bay, there's always an aircraft carrier parked at Subic Bay. What else? There's cruise missiles here in the Philippines. American cruise missiles pointed at China. So I'm not worried. And then the Philippines now, they're investing more in missiles. They bought millions of dollars worth of missiles from India. And these missiles are pre-positioned along the western side of the Philippines. And they can shoot a ship out there in the Philippine Sea. So I'm not worried. The Philippines is building defense, and Americans are here for security. So I don't even worry about China. Kuya, do you know if Philippines is RV friendly? We saw those Toyota Tamaraw campers. Places to plug in and dump black water would be nice to have. RV friendly, I would probably say more in like closer to Manila. I know they have van life people, the Jimny people, the Suzuki Jimny, and I'm sure the Tamaraw people, that'll be the next. There's a lot more of that do that here. Iloilo City, I know in Iloilo they have a camping, kind of van life kind of group too. So there's more people participating. I know because of that Toyota Tamaraw. I was looking at that too at the Toyota dealership, and that would be a great camper. And I know that will expand more, but there's just not like in the US the same like RV parking where you park and you connect electric, you connect water. More of the times the people, it's more like they do it on the weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, they'll camp out in their camper. They'll bring their own water, things like that. But it's a boom. I mean, don't get me wrong, Olson. A lot of people are doing it. It's like one of the things that surprises me about the Philippines, even here in our province, even in our community here at Camellia Aklan. Man, I see a lot of trucks, expensive trucks. We're talking 2.5 million peso trucks, 3 million peso SUVs. I mean, Filipinos are buying up stuff. It's like, yeah, I hear a lot it's a poor country, it's a third world country. I couldn't tell you that when I'm driving on the road. When I go to Calibo and I'm seeing all these gigantic trucks, lifted trucks with like camping gear on the back. It's like, I'm amazed. It's like they got that stuff here. So I know that's becoming more, and I'm sure you looked at videos in the Philippines of overlanding, is what they call it. It's becoming popular here, overlanding with those big trucks and big SUVs. Ayeyo John, LOL, thanks, yup. It's the first full summer coming from Florida. It's a total different in heat. Hydration is key. Hey, I'm glad. Hey, there's Dazel and Chloe. They came down. Hey, Chloe. There's the diva, Horace. There's the diva. There's the diva. The diva. Eh, whoa, that's my baby. That's my baby. The diva. The diva. I always tell that to people, John, about the Philippines, because I lived in Arizona. I was in Arizona for 7-8 years in Arizona. Man, the Philippines is a different kind of heat, and I know people say, well, I'm from Florida, I'm from Texas. It's about the same. Man, I don't know about the same, man, because I lived in Texas. I was in San Antonio, Texas for like 4 years. Man, Philippine heat is just different, man. It's like you start sweating here, it'll just sweat all day. Boracay Island's a perfect example. Even you got that cool breeze from the ocean. Man, the minute you're like now on Front Beach, like if you're at D Mall or you're on the main road, you're gonna be sweating, man. I was at Mang Inasal with my friends and Dazel and Liana. We were eating at Mang Inasal at D Mall. And the whole time I'm eating Mang Inasal, I'm sweating. I was like, man, it is hot. And it's only the beginning of summer, it's not even the peak of summer yet. All right, thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for reminding me. All right, Jumpy, appreciate it, Jumpy. Late to the party, Mel. All right, Mel, my friend from Atlanta. Now I know you, Mel. I remember you now. I know your letter M symbol and everything. I'm doing fine, my friend. I'm doing fine. And, keep sending your questions to me, Mel. I'm available anytime. You can even talk to me if you want, on WhatsApp, if you want to give me a call. Any questions? I know you're interested about the Philippines. Happy to help, my brother.
Where's your daddy? Come here. Where's your daddy?
There's the diva. Hey, diva. Hey, diva. The diva. The diva. Next year is my move. Sergeant Leaping. All right, Sergeant Leaping. I like that, Daniel. One shot, one kill. All right. I'm looking forward to your move, Daniel. I can't wait to meet you. I know we're going to have a great time together. I know you're a good guy. I can tell you're a good dude. 2D Farms. I just want a place to relax, raise my puppies, chicken watch, what I call friends on YouTube. That's pretty much what I do here. I'm disabled and I'm ready for that leap. My adult kids know that. All right. Hey, 2D, contact me, man. It's like I have my WhatsApp. It's my WhatsApp is 6394996479495. And I always answer. All my WhatsApp. My email is ginno1966@yahoo.com. And again, I answer every email, every comment. It's like it's important to me that I respond to people. He could. Horace, the price of fame, my brother. Horace said the price of fame.
Liana, the famous.
Liana the famous. Dazel just said Liana the famous. Live lots of history. Yeah. That's the one thing, Daniel. You know, us military people, you know, especially when you spend like 20 years in the military, we get to experience different countries, different cultures. It makes it easier for us to adjust to new places, I think. Hey HD, thank you for moderating, my brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you always moderating the chat and keep it going. Invest in offshore oil. That's what China once said. Hey, that's my friend David. I know now, David, you're Mustang or Mustang. The first time I read that, you threw me off there, David. Cold Ontario. Yeah, I was just messaging, texting this morning with David. I was telling him how hot it is. And I got the window open here, David. I got the ceiling fan going. And I'm sweating, man. I'm sweating here. That's how hot it is. And it's only, what, 10:16. You know, it's not even like the peak of the heat. You know, like after lunch is when it's going to be super hot again. Great videos. Great work.
I just remember I have to open parents teacher.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dazzle just said she's got to attend a parent-teacher meeting at 3 p.m. Oh, it's going to be hot, babe, at 3 p.m.
I have to buy, I have to bring...
Bring your umbrella, man. It's going to be hot in that meeting. They don't have AC. That's the one thing when you're...
We will have a meeting in the, like, outside, covered court.
Yeah, the big, the Numancia Sports Complex.
That means there's no electric fan.
Yeah, there's no electric fan there. It's going to be hot in there, babe. Dazzle's got to attend a PTA meeting because Leanna's graduating elementary school. So they're going to make the announcement this afternoon at that meeting, like whether they're going to wear a toga, wear a uniform, or Sunday best. That's one of the topics. And Leanna, this past week, she had graduation pictures. So she already had that. She already had graduation pictures. So pretty much the rest of the school year till the end of March is pretty much just getting ready for their graduation ceremony. Because that's a big deal. You know, it's like, I was telling Dazzle, that's a big deal to graduate elementary school because you don't get to graduate that often in your lives, you know, so that's a big deal.
When is like the time you can wear toga?
Yeah. You know, I told Dazzle, I hope they pick toga because I told her, I don't think Leanna's ever wore a toga in her life, you know, so this will be her first chance to wear a toga.
Kindergarten! Like, when she was like tiny.
Tiny? When she was in kindergarten, she wore a toga?
She did.
How much does a sailboat ride cost? The ones on your Boracay? Cheers, Nate. Oh, all right. It just depends. You know, the prices fluctuate on the Parao sailboat. And it's usually per person, David. What happens is like, there's going to be a boat captain. And usually he's got 2 crew members. And one side of the netting, you got to sit on this nylon netting. There's actually no chair or no place on the boat. You're actually just hanging on the side there. And they usually can put 3 or 4 people on each side just to balance it. So they're each boat captain can get 6 to 8 people on the boat. And how much did we pay the last time, babe? The last time we went per person?
I think 800 per person.
800 per person is what Dazzle and I paid. So about $16, you know, for the ride.
I asked a guy before.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's like 4,500 if you want it to like just you.
Oh, okay. Dazzle just mentioned it's 800 per person if you're riding with
Other
people, the
people.
other people, kind of like public transportation, random people that you don't know. Or you can rent the boat for 4,500. So that's about $70. So it's a private hire, a private boat. And the ride, it lasts about 2 hours on, because they'll take you out, you'll go near the sunset, and then coming back. But it's an enjoyable ride because it's so relaxing. All you can hear is like the waves. And then I've ridden it, like I said, I've ridden that Parao sailboat where, man, one time it picked up like wind, and our Parao sailboat was like, we were like this. And I was on this side, on the high side. And I was like, whoa, I was like hanging on to that netting, but it was fun. It was so much fun. But you're wearing a life jacket, so if you fall off, it's not like you're gonna drown out there. The captain's gonna come back for you and get you. I haven't heard anybody drown in the Parao sailboat sunset. Hi, Dazzle and Diva. Jumpy said, hi, Dazzle and Diva.
Good morning, Jan.
Dazzle said, good morning, Jumpy.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know Horace is always happy when she sees our Diva. The Diva. Love seeing the Toyotas at the dealership when you're having your car service. Please keep it up. Yeah, me too, man. I'll every time I get my vehicle service, I'll just video, because they rotate. They rotate the vehicles there at the showcase, like the display. Like I mentioned on the video, the way it works here in the Philippines, in our province anyway, in Aklan province, the cars that you see at the dealership, they're just for show. It's not like in the US where if you show the Toyota Tamarao, out in the back, they got like 20 of them that you can buy one today. Here, it's just a display. It's like they're not actually selling you any of the cars that's in the building. They're just displaying it. You have to order it. And it has to come from either Manila, it'll come from Cebu, or maybe Iloilo, if you're in a rush. And you gotta pay for the shipping. Because I paid like 20 to 25,000 pesos, like 400 bucks for the shipping of our car. But when you're in the province, that's just how it works. JJB, hi Gino. Which hospital do you recommend for vets in Iloilo? All right. My number one recommendation for veterans, for anybody really in Iloilo City, I get all my treatments at Medical City Iloilo. It's called the TMC, baby, TMC, the Medical City Iloilo. A great hospital. That's where I had my 12 chemo treatments when I was going through cancer treatments. If you're TRICARE insurance, my military TRICARE insurance holders, it's a preferred facility. So when I go there, like next month, I have to go back to Medical City Iloilo. I have to get my, every 6 months, I have to get MRI for cancer monitoring. So next month, I'll be back at Medical City Iloilo. And it's a preferred facility. So all I do is I'll message Ma'am Marlene. Ma'am Marlene is the TRICARE lady at Medical City Iloilo. She gets the appointment for me. She schedules everything. And then when I show up, I just go see her. She gives me a form. I take the form to the cashier and I pay my 25%. And like my MRI, my last MRI, my 25% of my MRI was 4,000 pesos. So I paid about $70 for MRI. The MRI cost 16,000 pesos, but because I only paid the copay, I only paid 4,000 pesos. So a blessing to me here in the Philippines to have medical insurance. I'm so thankful that I have TRICARE insurance here in the Philippines. And Mom Marlene is like awesome because I don't even have to call the clinic wherever I need the MRI office. She does that. She gets the appointment for me. I just text her, hey, Mom Marlene, I need an MRI, and I send her my my request from my doctor. She does the appointment. She sends it back. Hey, Gino, your appointment this day. And what's so nice about Mom Marlene during my appointment, she'll even come to the appointment, and she'll like if I'm sitting by the MRI machine, the radiologist, she'll come over here. So she'll come over and she'll point out to the technicians, to the people in radiology, he's TRICARE, take good care of him. Every time she's always there at all my treatments, all my tests.
I'm like a witch, babe. I got a messy hair.
You got a messy hair? Well, you just got up, babe. You just got up.
Liana said yesterday, you're not a parent, ate. You're a guardian.
Oh, yeah.
I told her, we're gonna attend a parent teacher meeting.
Last night, Dazel and Leanna were having a discussion.
Yeah, discussion.
I wouldn't call it an argument because they're always harassing each other. Because Dazel told Leanna, I have to attend a parent-teacher association meeting tomorrow at your school.
Yeah.
And Leanna told her,
You're not a parent.
You're not a parent. She goes, you're not a parent. You're just a guardian.
I told her, I am a parent. I have to attend the parent teacher
Yeah. If
meeting.
you're not a parent, you wouldn't be attending the meeting. Hi, Gina Dazel from Sydney, Australia. All right. I've never been to Australia. One day, I would love to go to Australia.
Yeah.
It's autumn here. What can you say about Trump's tariff? Well, like I said, man, I don't get political on our channel. It's like I keep my political views to myself because I've just learned people, it seems like if you can't say anything anymore when it's politics, you'll get somebody angry at you. And man, I'm retired, it's like I'm enjoying my retirement in the Philippines. The last thing I need is to worry about politics.
Gina talks to me about politics because he knows I'm not listening.
I can discuss politics with Dazzle because she's not listening anyway. She don't care anyway. When I start talking politics to Dazzle, she don't know the parties anyway. She don't know who the participants.
He knows I'm not listening, so he can like yak.
Yeah, we knew the diva would not let me down. I'm glad, Horace. We didn't want to let down Horace and Marie.
Yeah, where is she?
Where is she? Where's the diva? Oh, thanks HD for typing out my email, and I appreciate that, HD. Appreciate it.
Diva, where are you?
Snowstorm in northern Arizona. Oh wow, man, that's just so much opposite here. It's like a heat wave already here. I was just mentioning Joel earlier on the video. I don't know if you were online already. Last Monday, March the 3rd, the heat index in some areas of the Philippines was 46 Celsius or 114 Fahrenheit. They had to cancel classes. They send kids home in areas because of the heat index. And it's just starting. I know it's just starting. This is not even the heat of summer yet. I know it. They actually, I sent you that link, Joel, and I'm sure you saw it. They even had a fire in Boracay already.
Oh, yeah.
I think because it's going to make a noise. They actually had a fire already in Boracay, and that's unavoidable here in Boracay, even in mainland Aklan. Yeah, a lot of areas by Nabas, a lot of mountain area. The brush area just gets so dry. So it's the same thing in California with the wildfires. Everything just gets so dry in the Philippines, so it doesn't take much to have wildfires here too. And in Boracay, they had their first fire this season in Boracay, and hopefully it's gonna be the last. But it would not surprise me if more fires, just because it gets so dry during the summer months. Horace, because Marie said that Diva is generating her own fan club. You got your own fan club, baby. You got your own fan club. You're the Diva. You're the fan club. Oh. She's the sweetest baby. You read my mind because I was thinking toga. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. You know, it's like Horace. I'm like, I'd love to see Leanna in toga, but I guess we'll find out today because I guess the parents are supposed to vote. I can't see why any parent would not vote for them to wear a toga.
And it is 100% attendance.
100% is a must.
Yeah.
All right, babe. You don't want to miss that. We don't want to get in trouble. 100% attendance.
And my sister is the president of her classroom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Leanne is the president of the
Madam
class.
President.
Madam President. So you don't want to, she'll be disappointed if you don't attend. You got to attend. I might go with you anyway, babe. I might take you there. I'll sit around there and listen.
She actually wanted me to be like the one who will walk her to the, parents.
Oh, to the
and
parents?
students
Yeah.
during graduation.
Yeah.
I told her, can it be just mom? What if if I get what they call this? I'm nervous.
Nervous?
I might madapa.
Oh, if you trip? No. You'll be okay. Just don't wear heels.
Liana was like,
Don't wear heels.
Liana was like, if that happens, I'll laugh.
I know she'll laugh, but just don't wear heels, babe. Wear flat shoes. That way you don't trip.
But I am wearing a dress, so I have to wear something.
Yeah, you got plenty of dresses. You got plenty
Yeah,
of dresses.
But I can't wear flat shoes with that.
Oh, you want heels with your dresses. Horace says bucket list. Yeah, I know, right, Horace? That toga is like a bucket list item. I'm hoping she gets to wear a toga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jumpy goes, do they charge extra to turn the sailboat around to come fish you out of the ocean? They won't. They won't do that to you, Jumpy. And I'm sure it happens because it's funny because you're on the sailboat, you're riding, and people are walking, trying to get a better picture. They're walking. The guys that are working, the employees of the boat, of course they're walking. It's nothing to them. It's like it's like tight roping.
Ninjas.
They're like ninjas. But of course, there's always that tourists that will try to copy or try to walk like the guys, and next thing you know, they're like overboard.
I like it because you can see I remember when we did that.
Mhm.
You can see at the bottom of the water.
Yeah.
The sand.
Yeah, you can. The water is so clear. When you're on the Parao sailboat, you can see the bottom of the water, the bottom of the ocean, rocks. You can see. It's.
Liana would be like, can I jump?
Can I jump? I know. Leanna would want to jump. Magandang umaga, Dazel.
Yay!
That's Olson and Aliyah. I spoke with them earlier, babe. I did a
Yeah.
video chat with them.
Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga. Mayad nga agahon.
I forgot what that is in Hiligay nun.
Hiligay nun.
Ah.
Glad you guys made it to the live stream. Alright. Maayong buntag.
Maayong
I hear that from other bloggers, but I think that's from Dumaguete.
Maayong ugto is, I think, ugto is,
I just know that mayad nga agahon. I just know that
Mayad
that's
ayad nga
agahon. It's like a clan dialect.
Gina is cooking today, guys.
Yeah, I'm cooking. I got this morning I went to the market. I dropped off Leanna and I went to the market. I had bought here in the Philippines. I always buy chicken at the grocery in Calibo. They have a SM Cherry is the grocery there. And they got the chicken is dressed chicken already. Kind of like in the US, it's packed in plastic. It's ice, refrigerated. And what's cool is here, you can have them cut it. It's a whole chicken, but you can have them cut the chicken. So it's already cut, and I'm gonna make chicken curry. I already got the potatoes, the carrots, the pepper, and then the spicy pepper. I want to kick it up a notch. I got the coconut milk.
It is one of Liana's favorite.
Yeah,
the chicken curry.
Leanna loves my chicken curry, so I'll cook that. We'll eat it for lunch, and then when Leanna comes home, because when Leanna gets off school at 4 p.m.,
she's always
hungry. I mean, she's starving hungry, and I always wonder because I pack her a good lunch, you know.
And she got money.
She got money and she'll
Yeah.
get snacks.
Yeah.
But I guess because afternoon time from like 1:30 to 4, in between there she's got recess and they
Yeah.
play. They play in the playground. They, you know.
She doesn't even play. Because I asked her.
She says that, but I know she plays. You know why I know she plays, babe?
Why?
Look at her shoes. When she comes home, her
Oh,
shoes is
yeah.
always like dirty. You know, like brown dirt in her shoes. So I know
Yeah.
she's playing. She can't trick me and say like she's not playing. I know she, and then she's sweaty. You know, she's like, you know, you can tell she's sweated. She can't trick her kuya. Her kuya knows the deal. Horace, you know, can foreigners open a Philippine bank account? Yes, Horace. It just depends on the bank. The one thing about banks here in the Philippines, it's not the same as banks in the United States. And I'm going to explain it. I can get a bank account, Banco de Oro. I can open a bank account here in Numancia, Banco de Oro in Numancia. If I go to the Banco de Oro in Calibo, I won't get the same services at my Banco de Oro branch. Because here in the Philippines, the way the banks work is they keep your file. Like you actually have to like sign like a signature card. Like you have to sign your signature like at least 3 times on that signature card. And they keep, they keep that card in your bank, on your branch. So if you go to a different bank, like if I go to BDO in Calibo, that's not my branch. They don't have my signature card. So I can't withdraw money from them. I have to go through my my branch. That's a lot different. Like in the US, if you got a Wells Fargo account, you can go to any Wells Fargo and withdraw money because everything's computerized, everything's attached. Doesn't work like that here. But on your question, Horace, if foreigners can open, yes, because there are certain banks that are easy on foreigners, and then there's certain banks that are strict.
So far here in Aklan, I think there's like 2 foreigners already,
Yep.
expats that lives here in Camellia. And the only bank that accept them
Successful, all right?
successfully is RCBC. Not BDO, not PNB, not Security Bank,
Yep.
not Metro Bank.
All right. See, that's all no. See, because we've had that question, Horace, and then we have friends, expat friends here now. So in Calibo, the only bank that foreigners can open a Philippine peso account, Philippine dollar account, ATM is RCBC Bank. Yeah. So it goes different depending on the area. You know, if you go to like another city, another town, it works different. A lot of times you'll find out from other expats. That's why it's important to network with other expats because, hey, where'd you get your bank account? And they'll tell you, oh, I got it here. Don't believe like, you'll see bloggers that will say, expats can open a bank account here. Oh, expats can get a driver's license here. Don't believe that. It's a case-by-case basis, town-to-town basis. Even the Land Transportation Office, it operates different. You would think it's Land Transportation Office of the Philippines, but each LTO or Department of Motor Vehicle acts as their own entity. They don't, there's not like a national database, you know, like if my driver's license expires, the one I get here in Calibo, I will have a hard time renewing it if I go to somewhere else. It has to be, I have to keep renewing it where I got it originally. You know, it's just some of the quirks here in the Philippines. Al's Truism. Greetings from Oregon. All right. I've seen him. I've seen his name before. He's on my list here. Al's. See, right there. Al's Tourism. On my notes, Al, I see that you're 6'4". You're tall. You must have mentioned it before that you're a tall guy. Cam, I'll talk politics with Dazel over yogurt. Ruben.
Yeah, he knows my weakness.
Yeah, Dazel and Ruben, they had 2 large bowls of frozen yogurt yesterday with 3 toppings.
Yeah. I
That-
like that Biscoff.
Biscoff. Dazel likes this Biscoff
Yeah.
topping. It's kind of like a peanut butter
Like,
topping.
Biscuit peanut butter like that.
Biscuit peanut butter.
Yeah.
Ruben says it's yucky. Ruben didn't like it because Ruben tasted it. He's go, I don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
But we're
I
planning.
didn't catch that yesterday. I could have punched Ruben.
You can find you're always, Dazzle's always punching Ruben, and we're supposed to go swimming with Ruben this weekend, either
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday.
Well, I'll text you, Ruben. I'll text you. We'll go swimming at Agsam because Leanne has been wanting to go swimming in a swimming pool. So we haven't been to Agsam in a while.
We're supposed to go to like Ate Celis and Ate Agnes' place.
Yeah.
But I think they during the weekend they're gonna have like pest control people there.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
next
we will decide
following
weekdays.
Yeah, weekdays is good.
Yeah.
We can go there any day.
Mhm.
Whereas they should be able to just provide the proper documents. The banks in the Philippines have branches overseas and should be yeah. It just if when you come, Horace, when it's time, if you need to open a bank account, I'll help you. I help people all the time. Bank account, driver's license. One of the things I always tell people when you go to these government offices, senior card, whatever offices, it's good to bring a Filipino friend or somebody that's a local. A lot of times it's easier transaction than if you're a foreigner and you're just showing up there and you're wanting something. It's an easier transaction if you have like a Filipino friend, a local, somebody that knows somebody in the office. It helps.
Yeah.
Networking always helps.
And plus, just like what HD said, like try to open it while you are in the States. Just like Brian and Gloria, I think was a big help for them.
Yeah,
And
like
also Robbie.
Robbie, like Robbie,
Yeah.
our friend Robbie, he opened his Philippine national bank account in the United States in New York, and I know they have offices in Los Angeles too. So if you're in that area, you can open a bank account there. That way, when you come here, you
You're
already
set.
you already have an ATM, you have a dollar account, you have a peso account. All you need to do is once you get here, you have to designate the branch where you're going to transfer your account. It's easier to do an account transfer than to start an account.
Open.
Yeah, than open. How about the humidity? Oh, Mel, it is humid. I can tell you it's humid,
Gina and
man.
Leanna are the same. They're always sweating.
Yeah, Leanna and I during the summer months,
Yeah.
we just sweat. Like right now, I'm wearing a t-shirt, Mel. But the minute this live stream is over, I'm walking around here in board shorts. I
Yeah.
never wear a shirt inside the house or even in our yard. It's like,
Every time I pick up Leanna from school, she'll be like, "It's so hot."
yeah.
out there."
Every time I pick up Leanna at 4, like right now, the minute she goes in, she's like taking off her uniform.
Yeah.
She's just gonna wear shorts and a tank top.
Yeah,
That's
it's so hot. out
it's so
there.
hot.
Yeah.
It is.
Before she even get to the bumblebee.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
the car.
Yeah.
She'll be like, "It's so hot."
It's so
out
hot. It's so hot. Very humid in the Philippines. This time of the year, especially. 46 Celsius motor pool at Fort Stewart. Fort Swamp. Daniel said Fort Swamp. Ray, I hope there are no heat waves over there this year. Oh, I know. I'm afraid there will be though. I have a feeling there's gonna be another heat wave again this summer because it seems like the past few years has been getting warmer and warmer. The summers anyway.
I think the peak would be like end of the March.
End of March.
Yeah.
End of March is gonna be the peak. Beginning of
I saw
April.
it on Facebook. From Pag-asa.
You saw it on from you saw it from the,
From the Philippine weather.
weather channel. You saw it from the weather channel.
I did.
There are no guarantees, Gino. Got it right. I believe buntag is said in Dumaguete. Yeah.
Buntag.
I
Yeah,
hear
it's
that.
like- yeah, it's a Bisaya.
Maayong
Yeah.
buntag. I hear that. Hey, there's white
Then,
mark.
maayong aga in Ilonggo. Maayong aga.
Maayong aga. There's Mark. White Mark.
Oh, what?
Are eggs crazy expensive there? Like,
Hi,
no.
guys.
I just did a video, Mark. I went to the public market and I bought like extra large eggs from this lady at the public market here, and a dozen extra large eggs was $2. It was 120 pesos, 10 pesos each. So about 30 cents for a extra large egg. And that the smaller, as the eggs get smaller, it gets cheaper. Like I think you can buy them for 8 pesos for the
Yeah.
small one. But the extra large, which I get the extra large. It's like 10
2
pesos.
years ago, you could buy those for 6 pesos.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
5.
Yeah, they're cheaper.
Inflation in the
Inflation,
Philippines.
inflation. Just added WhatsApp and wanted to let you know, Gino, I love cooking Asian foods. All right. Could you imagine if a lady there knew that? That is my favorite dishes. All right, all right. I'm also the cook in the house. I mean, Dazzle will cook adobo. That's her thing. You know, Dazzle makes good adobo. But for most of the Filipino cooking, or tinola, you cook tinola too.
Yeah.
That's kind of
And
like
sinigang.
and sinigang. But
Buto-buto.
yeah, but I do a lot of the cooking, like caldereta, kare-kare, like the curry. I'll make the chicken curry as soon as the live stream's over. So I do more of the cooking.
Yo, it's a shame because my dad is a good cook.
I like to cook though. I like to taste it. I like cooking. I enjoy cooking. Dazzle is my sous chef. She gets to chop. She gets to cut. You know, I get to cook.
I wash the dishes after.
She washed the dishes too. That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade, babe. That's a fair trade. I make the best world famous egg rolls. Ooh, man, I love egg rolls, man. I'm always getting egg rolls. And I like the different kinds of egg rolls here too, not just the lumpia Shanghai. I like the toge.
Toge.
Yeah, the bean sprout one, the one with the bean sprout. Vegetable. I prefer a lot of vegetables now, like with lumpia. I like the vegetable lumpia, the toge, and then the what's the other one? The ubod.
Yeah, I like ubud.
Ubod is like the young coconut.
It is from a coconut tree.
It's from a coconut tree.
Yeah. That's when you
The
chop
tree
the
part,
coconut
the
tree,
tree part, the inside of the tree of the coconut is ubod. Man, that's some good lumpia with that ubod.
Yeah, I remember I just eat it raw before when I was young.
Yeah.
I like it.
It shouldn't be the U.S. bird flu that affect egg. Can you ask the fish market to fillet your fish, or will they look at you crazy? If you go to the fish market, more likely they won't fillet your fish. They'll clean it. You know, they'll take the guts out. They'll clean it, but fillet is not really popular at the public market because Filipinos like their fish head, tail, everything. They don't like it like filleted, where it's kind of like, you know.
Your milkfish, they will debone it for you.
Yeah,
but that's it.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
clean it, debone it, and that's it.
Yeah. But it's not like the fillet he's thinking, like
Yeah,
steaks,
like,
like
you
but
can all like ready for fish and chips.
yeah, ready. But you know, when you go to the market, you'll see like the tuna, like yellowfin tuna,
Dory fish.
dory
Fillet.
fish filleted already. There are, you know, a lot of times it's ready to buy, like fillet.
Fillet. And big.
And big, yeah. Especially like the tuna steaks.
Yeah.
The tuna steaks here are gigantic, and
And the dory fish for fishbowl.
for fish
Man,
bowl.
I keep being reminded about the PTA meeting.
Oh, you get the PT. Yeah, you're
No
getting
wonder
text.
why when
You're getting a
when I
text.
woke up this morning, I was like, I think I have something very important
You got
today
something to do.
to do today.
You got an important thing to do.
I can't remember.
There's Ayo John. What's up?
Yo, Jan,
I
like
have
the
bought a tray of 30 eggs for $5. It's way
Wow.
cheaper here. Yeah, eggs are cheap, man.
name. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Very.
That's great info. Thanks. All right. Wait, a lot of people there have their own chickens. What am I
Yeah.
thinking? Yeah, that's true, man. A lot of people got chickens here, man.
Yeah, even my older sister, she owns a chicken.
Yeah, yeah. Dazzle's older sister got chickens,
Nene.
so they got
Yeah.
eggs. You know, they got eggs.
At for tinola, for chicken.
Seems like a real hassle if you have to go to the original bank to access your funds. It is, Horace. But that's just one of the banking rules here. That's just what banking rules. Like one time, that happened to me because my branch is in Calibo, and we were in Manila at the time, and I just wanted to like because the ATM machine wasn't working. So I was wondering, hey, can I go in the bank and tell them my account number and they wouldn't disburse money to me? But it's just what it is. You know, it's like rules in the Philippines are different. I'm sure, I'm not sure if they'll fillet the fish the way you want, but they will certainly cut it up for you. You can definitely ask your meat cut up at the yeah, that's the, you know, everything. They'll clean the fish, chop it up because that's what she does. She'll cook sinigang, like the bangus, sinigang bangus, tilapia. They'll clean the tilapia for Dazzle.
The rabbit fish, I always let them clean. What do you call it? Clean it for me.
Yeah. Ruben probably have to hide those bruises when he goes out. Just kidding. Yeah, Ruben always gets a punch in the arm from Dazzle. Ruben's used to it. Ruben's a tough guy. It's a huge plus if the expat has SRV or perm visa for bank account. Yes, definitely. Don't worry, my brother. We can discuss politics and Dazzle and Marie can ignore us. I know, right, Doris? Yeah. Dazzle don't, you know, when I discuss politics with her, she's like, oh, whatever. You know, she's like, she don't care. Nisi High, all right. Ubod, heart of palm. Yeah, that's it. The heart of the palm.
Ubod. I like ubod.
I haven't seen a lot of Filipino foods with bamboo shoots.
Oh.
You can buy them. Like I think one video when I was at Calibo Public Market, the lady was actually fresh bamboo shoots. She was cutting it and.
Because they cook it in a coconut milk.
Yeah. Bamboo shoots is
put
popular dish here in our province anyway. I know bamboo shoots with the coconut milk and shrimp. That's a popular dish here.
I tambong something. I think it's called
tambong. I think
here
that's what it's called.
in
Tambong.
Calico or Aklan.
Tambong.
Tambong.
HD, my Filipina U.S. citizen wife was able to open an account at PNB in LA, but I was denied making it joint because I am an American. Wow. Different rules. It's just that different rules, Horace. Because like our friend Robbie, he's American. You know, he's from Rhode Island, and he opened his account in New York. But I guess because there's a Filipina, maybe another rule. You know, you find out about these rules, Horace, when you go in the bank. Because you know, a lot of times when I open a bank account, you just assume stuff like normal.
Even with the word joint account, it should be or, not
Or
and.
yeah, like when Dazzle's and our bank account, Dazzle just said all our joint bank accounts. It says on the passbook. They actually give you
It's
a
a
book.
big deal.
It's Gino or Dazzle because there's one that says you can get it like Gino and Dazzle. So both of us have to be there to withdraw.
Yeah.
But if it's a or, either one of us can withdraw. Like little things like that.
Like if I have to withdraw, I'll take you there. Daddy. And
If it's an and, little things like that you won't even think. You figure joint, you figure, you can just withdraw whatever because either one because you're joint. But they got those little things like that. The and or the or.
Or Chloe or Tutoy.
Hello guys, greeting from Saigon. Oh wow, from Vietnam.
What? Vietnam.
Still crazy, HD. I'm looking forward to less politics and more sand and seafood when you will be a happy man here, John P, because there's plenty of that in the Philippines. Pretty much anywhere you go, sand and seafood. And politics, you'll never hear politics here
Not
because
even like the China now.
no, we don't even hear it.
Yeah,
We don't,
we don't.
because even Filipinos, the locals, they don't discuss politics.
They'll just watch it on the news.
The
and then-
expats here probably are the ones that would discuss politics more.
Yeah, more
and,
concerned.
and you can just tune it out. Like I do. It's like the minute like expats start talking politics here, I kind of like just ease out, because I know it never ends pretty. There's always an argument, sometimes a shouting match that ensues. So I'm like, I just kind of like, wrong place to be at.
I think especially here in the province, babe, no, I noticed that it's even with the China, Philippines,
Yeah.
something, you don't even hear
You don't hear it.
You can just see it in the news if you watch like 24 horas.
Yeah,
Because they always
If
like
you
that.
if you watch the news in the
Yeah.
local news, like sometimes I'll see it on my YouTube, like they'll have China in there and
Yeah.
trouble with China, but
Yeah.
the locals here
But
in our
after that,
province,
they'll be like,
like
"Ah."
even in Boracay, nobody watches that stuff or nobody pays attention.
Or even if they watch it, it was just like maybe that hour and then.
Yeah, it's
move
not a
on.
big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's not
move
a China's not a big deal to feel in our area anyway. In my neighborhood,
Maybe in big
Boracay.
cities.
Yeah, maybe in big cities it's more of a issue, China, but not in our area.
Not in Aklan.
They're not in Aklan. It used to be there's a lot of Chinese tourists that goes to Boracay. We don't even see that anymore. I guess they don't come here anymore. It's like it used to be thousands of Chinese tourists in Boracay. Now we don't even see them.
Yeah.
So
And they don't even and the locals they don't even like blame the Philippine government.
Yeah.
They only blame the local government.
Yeah.
Because they said it's hard to get to Boracay.
Yeah,
That's why Chinese don't wanna go.
yeah. Al's tourism. Is getting money out of a bank more reliable than an ATM? I've heard the machines regularly run out of pesos. The ATMs always run out of money, especially on the weekends. Many times, like even in Calibo, by Sunday, it'll be out of money, the ATM. So I usually just try to keep enough money to tie me over, or during the week, I've learned to when to get money. Going inside the bank and getting money from the teller, I would avoid that as much as possible because it takes forever. You gotta when you walk in there. Now I'm kind of PWD, so I do have priority. But if you're not PWD, person with disability, you'll get a number. Let's say at Philippine National Bank in Calibo. If I was a regular person, not a senior, not a PWD, I can walk in there and I'll get a number, 30, and they're calling out number 2. So it takes a while to withdraw money. It might take you an hour in there or more. So that's why the ATM is so important. But what's a thing to avoid that hassle with the ATM, the running out of money, is GCash. That's why I always tell people when they come to the Philippines, get GCash, because GCash is an app on your phone. You can load money on your phone and you can use it everywhere. You could use it at Jollibee, you can use it at McDonald's, you could use it at the mall. It's like having cash without carrying cash. It's on your phone.
Like they have cash in, cash out. It's like
They have cash in, cash out machines now where you can go in the cash in, cash out, the GCash, and withdraw money. There's people actually that's their business. Sari store even. You can go in there. I want to cash out some of my GCash. You just text the Sari store number and they'll hand you cash. So GCash is like a must, I think. Once you get, and you can get GCash once you get your alien certificate registration card, ACR, and usually you get that at the 60-day mark of being in the Philippines. Very important that you get that card if you're a tourist visa holder here in the Philippines. And one warning, if you get it, if you apply for a tourist ACR card, if you're, let's say you go to Calibo to get your card, and they tell you it'll take about a week or two to get your card, don't leave Calibo and think that you can go somewhere else and get the card. Wait for your card in Calibo, because you got the card from Calibo. You gotta wait for the card, because I know a person that did that, and they left the area where they applied for the ACR card. Now they gotta go back to that area, and it's in a different island. So make sure that if you're on a tourist visa, you apply for the ACR card. Get that card before you start traveling somewhere in the Philippines. Again, a lot of government agencies here in the Philippines, they function as their own entity. It's not like in the US, like the federal government or the state of Arizona. I can go to any Department of Motor Vehicle in Arizona and get my license. It doesn't work like that
They
here.
even have this like expedite, like something.
Yeah, they can expedite.
For 1,000
A lot of government agencies here have they call it expedite or express, and you pay 1,000 pesos and you can get it like in a
3
day
days.
or so.
Instead of
Instead of
7
waiting,
days.
instead of waiting. Always ask for that if you're in a hurry. If you're you want it. Because what's 1,000 pesos? It's 18 bucks to get it sooner.
And if you
Especially
stay long, you can-
especially with important documents.
And plus, if you plan to stay longer because of just waiting, you will pay for the hotel also. So
Yeah, true, right?
1,000 pesos.
1,000 peso for a hotel. All right, we're at the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna close it out here. I'll just make sure I answer everybody here. Those are goals and why we want. Oh, thank you. All right. Trudy, the dish is a cow poon. We use chicken for meat. It's curry noodle for the. Oh, all right. You'll have to share some of that recipe with me, 2D, because I like cooking, man. I like cooking. When are Dazel going fishing again? Right now, Loola is closed because of the hot weather. It's affecting the fish at Loola. Low water, and the fish are kind of sickly. They don't have a lot of energy. Maybe it's too hot for the fish even. Maybe because the fish, the last time we went, they look kind of sluggish. So we might have to fish out in the ocean. Go out there to New Washington or to Pook. Hi, good morning, Robin. All right, good morning. How is dessert there? Oh, pretty good. I mean, a lot of dessert.
Big
A lot,
cities,
yeah.
a lot of yummy foods.
Mr. Osep, is it worth investing in BGC? I'm not big into investing in the Philippines. Actually, I've always tell people this. I don't recommend buying anything here. Land, housing. I don't recommend buying it. Just rent if you come to the Philippines. And investing, I think that's even worse. Just because it just works different here in the Philippines as far as investing. I would not recommend it. I wouldn't. I'd keep my money. I don't invest anyway because I'm older now. When in my younger years, I invested in stocks, but I'm older now, so everything's safe now. Time deposit, everything just savings now. I can't take any more chances. I'm old.
I'll invest for 1,000 peso.
1,000 peso you can invest? Do the banks in the Philippines still close at 3 p.m.? The BDO over here closes like at 4 or 5 p.m. So, but probably, 3 p.m. sounds about right for most banks. Is GCash tied into American banks or only Philippine ones?
Is Chica's tied into
American banks? I know I've heard people load their GCash, Horace, using Wise. And I know Wise is that's what a lot of Americans use here, and it comes from America. But I don't know if the banks in the U.S., but I do know Wise. That's how they load their GCash here. They get a Wise account in the U.S. and they just transfer money from Wise to their GCash. Can we tell them we know Gino from Dazel TV? Hey, if you're here, Jumpy and Kalibo, I'll take you to any government agency. I'll walk you. I've helped many people go through the process. I don't know if you can use just Dazel TV. They might go, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
In Philippines, is the street market crowded? Street market crowded.
It's Philippines.
Is the street market crowded?
Street market.
I don't know about street market. The public market. Public market is called the wet market or the public market. That's always packed here. I can't name a public market here that's not packed. It's always crowded.
Especially mornings.
Yeah, and that's the one BGC worth it. Troy, hey brother. All right. Love the shirt. All right, brother. Thank you, Troy. That's my Air Force buddy, Troy. We were stationed together at the command post at Misawa Air Base, Japan. Nice chat again. Hey, Oris, thank you for coming online, Oris. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. All right, Olsen, Aliyah, have a great weekend. Great video. See you next. All right. See you. Oh, Gavin B. He like at the end there. Hey, our friend in Australia on his lunch break. Love the live videos. All right, Gavin B. I'll keep it going, man. I won't schedule them anymore. Just I promise I'll be come online every Friday morning, 9 a.m. Here in the Philippines, like on my phone. I'll just keep doing that. Have a great weekend, HD. Thanks again, brother. Appreciate you always helping out. Our moderator.
The moderator.
The moderator. Oh, look at that. My phone is at low bat. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Bro, looks like Gus Spring from Breaking Bad. All right. I know Gus Spring, man. I'm a Breaking Bad fan. I love that show. That's one of my favorite shows ever, man. Thank you, Gino and Dazel. Yeah, Dazel knows Gus too. He got blown up. Remember at the end, he got blown up.
But he used to be the big boss.
Yeah, it's the big boss. Stay cool. All right, stay cool. All right, Ivan. All right, Jumpy. All right, take care, everyone. I'm gonna start cooking our lunch here so we can go eat. Dazzle says, yes, please.
Yes, please.
All right,
Bye,
guys. Bye, guys.